The following is a world-class Bullshitters exclusive.
It's time for your favorite series here on WCBS, but this time we're doing things a little more world-class. We're going to go to some bigger stores on a bigger toy hunt. Of course, we're going to hit up Ollie's, but we're going to check out some really cool stuff that's here before the movie. So, hit that thumbs up button and get ready to join me on a journey through another toy store. Or multiple. Many multiple. So we start today's journey at the store with no name. Yes, I have no clue where I am. I have no clue what this store is, what it has, but let's take a look inside. Okay, it's got toys. And yes, this is Walmart. I don't know how to describe it. The Walmart's being renovated, and their toy section is being reset. But that doesn't stop them from having Transformers, Blockies kits. I got a Blockies kit of Han Solo. Tell me down in the comments if you want to watch me build that Blockies model kit. I got an idea called Midnight Model Series. Stone Cold Steve Austin will not appear there. I already got him on my shelf. But China, well, I think I gotta take China back with me. Long story. Ooh, the Rock. Let's see what Rock figure we got. It's Final Boss Rock, which I already own the original one. It's fine. So, what other wrestlers we got? We got another Stone Cold. We got, more Rock. Let's see. More Final Boss Rock. Leaving it on the shelf. Fatu, Gunther. I was at that WrestleMania where John Cena wore that jersey. It was a time. You know, they say all action figures are created equal, but you look at the rest and you look at this one and you know that's just true. Because, well, they're all made by Mattel. Now let's look over here at the Star Wars section, which is pretty empty except for the Mandalorian and Grogu dolls, which will never sell. They got them in every shape, size, you name it, they got it. The Marvel section goes to show you too that Spider-Man is pretty popular and his toys are gone. But what's not gone are the Avengers Doomsday toys. Yes, folks, this is already out on store shelves. This is the Dr. Doom voice reactive mask. Let's see if it gives me any spoilers. It does not. Okay, well, my face is a little too big for this one, but it is the Power Surge mask. And well, it's a decent quality plastic. It's a little thicker than usual. They're charging you $30, so I mean, at least it feels better. We'll see how much Dr. Doom merchandise gets released this year. There's also something else, another role-playing kit, the Hulk Fists. Those weren't here either, so we'll find out exactly what those are, but the tags are out, and they're ready. This store is ready for the Avengers. Are you? Now, the thing about this store that was interesting, though, were the people at the end weren't collectors. They were the people that distribute the Pokemon cards, and there was a guy bothering the lady. When are you going to put them out? When are you going to put them out? Folks, it was so bad, I'm going to make its own separate video. But this is what you guys have been waiting for. Ollie's Good Stuff Cheap, where for once they actually have good stuff. The Ninja Turtles. So here's my favorite turtle, Leonardo. And these are the kind where you can store the shit in their shell. And I remember these from back in the day. I wanted you guys to see the back of the card to give you a little bit of nostalgia. I miss the art looking like that. So, I love Leonardo. They also have Donatello. Look, if they got all the turtles, I'm probably going to buy all the turtles because you can't just get one. It's like a Lay's potato chip. So, 3 out of 4 ain't bad. We got Michelangelo, Donatello, and Leonardo, my personal favorite. So if I can find a Raphael, I'm going to be taking these home. And, well, lucky for me, I found Raphael as well. So I'm taking all the Ninja Turtles back with me. And every once in a while, among the mountains of Shurikopters, you'll find something good at Ollie's. And it's nice for a change. Now, I went to another Ollie's, and they're getting ready for their big holiday season. And it's stacked to the ceiling full of bullshit, including this, the Titanic board game. Now, if I can't play as the door that Jack could have fit on, this game is a waste. Maybe that's why it's at Ollie's, because I don't see the door anyway. I see Titanic board, cards, all kinds of other stuff, but I don't see the door. I see the heart of the ocean. Well, the game's just not enough for me. There's also Nuktats and Shout Roulette, which, if we were a board game channel, we would play. If you'd like us to play some more board games, let me know. Now over here we have some new wrestling stuff. These are WWE Intercontinental Championship belts for the kids. And these were from 2026. So Ollie's is getting some new stuff, but it ain't cheap. It's $19.99. They're priced $29.99. Something tells me that is not accurate. We'll find out a little later in the video. So, Keep watching. Now let's look down here what we have. Guardians of the Galaxy 3 with Rocket Raccoon. I feel like that movie came and went. Do you guys still watch Guardians of the Galaxy 3? I don't watch any Guardians of the Galaxy anymore. And I don't think any of them suck. That time has come and gone. Let's check out this turtle stuff stacked to the sky. I'm pretty tall already, and that shit is 10 feet high. Now, the rest of the stuff is just girls' toys, toy bathtubs, toy caterpillars, like stuff that you can check out on another channel that's not world class. But what you want to hear about is Star Wars Rivals, the character booster pack for a whopping $239. A dark side character booster pack is also required. You can play as a bunch of these jabronis from Funko Games. Awesome. Let's see what a dark side pack looks like, because the villains are cooler. You got Jabba, a scout trooper, another trooper, and Cad Bane. There's no little figurine inside of that, but, you know, oh well, I'll just buy a regular Star Wars. Well, actually, a regular Star Wars figure's $20 for a little one. Kind of crazy. Here's what you guys really clicked on, the WCBS Fan Enthusiasm Tour. We're going to talk about fans, we're going to talk about space heaters, we're actually going to go away and talk about board games. Now, Ollie's goes to show you that store exclusives mean nothing, because at Ollie's, I found the Game of Life Target Edition. This isn't Target, trust me, I checked. Ollie's has a different icon, but alas, they still have the Target Edition Game of Life. They should just call that the game. Never mind, we're not going to get into that. I don't dislike Target, but it is very disappointing. Just like this shelf of toys. Beast Wars, Eternals, always on store shelves. You name it, it's here. Stacks of Revas, stacks of crap. Somebody please just flush it. Folks, we're going to take a guess. How long until that clears out? I say 2060. If the lease is still up at this Ollie's, 2060 is when these will finally leave the shelves. Let's take one more look at the model kits. And, oh, the game. Yes, I got Rickrolled at Ollie's. And so you get to get Rickrolled too. But we had to stop for copyright reasons. But yeah, I had a great time filming at this Ollie's. I got Rickrolled. And unlike most people, I love that song. So I was sitting here jamming, trying not to move my camera with the rhythm. But speaking of rhythm, Snoop Dogg, he's got a plush boombox. Well, it's a pet toy, so that's actually kind of perfect. But they put it with the little kids' toys, which is kind of weird. What else do they got down here? I don't do plushies. Sonic the Hedgehog. Little, blue, different. I thought that was thorny for a second. It's not. It's just a cucumber man with a mustache. So let's just walk past Ahsoka and America Chavez and the best Space Heater collection in America. And let's just say goodbye to Ollie's, shall we? It's been a good time, Ollie's. We hardly knew ye. So here we are at Ross Dress for Less, where you can see that the Batman, Batarangs, and grapple hooks are abundant. So if you missed out the first time, you missed out the second time, hey, Ross has got you covered for $10. Now this Ross, in particular, wasn't very good. It doesn't have anything new or interesting to talk about, so we're just going to walk on through it right now, look at the busy world of Richard Scarry, and then we're going to head to the exit, where they always have something new. This time, it's more Star Wars figures. I mean, 12 Stormtroopers is pretty fair. I only have 9 myself, but if you want to be world class, I guess you got to get into the double digits. Okay, I have more than 9 Stormtroopers. I was just trying to not overstate it, but nobody wants these little characters. We got Bo-Katan and the Mandalorian in that scale. Hell, the box is ripped open, people saw what's inside, said, nah, not worth stealing. Alas, that's modern Star Wars in 2026. So, here at Target, I saw one of the weirdest things ever. Build a Mystery NBA Kicks. Yeah, generic Legos of off-brand shoes. NBA branded, of course, so you know it's going to be something. But if that's not your cup of tea, you can get Retro Series Brickmates. Okay, and if you don't like those, they even have Brick Heroes. And the Brick Heroes have basketball hoops, you can get a locker room, you can do everything except play real basketball with these toys. There's also Monster Jam, Grave Digger. I remember that. And now, Hot Wheels has their own little thing, but you get a Hot Wheel and you get all this stuff to build out your Audi. There's also this Disney Lego Aristocats set. I liked that movie as a kid. Maybe I will as an adult. I don't know. But everybody asked me to cover Lego. Well, here is the Lego aisle. Willy Wonka's Chocolate Factory is high up on my list, and here's another product of that chocolate factory, E.T. He looks like a turd. I have this DeLorean. Yes, I do. I haven't built it. One day, when I have the space, I'll build it here on the channel. But let's look over here at the section I wish we had as a kid, the video game action figure aisle. I'd have killed to had all these toys as a kid. Better yet, you can get them when you're almost 40. I love Step Brothers, but I don't really need a Donkey Kong toy. Now, the Spider-Man stuff at this store has been picked over pretty much too. I mean, when you went to Walmart, they had nothing. Here you got one or two things, but people are picking up these Spider-Man figures. People are also picking up the new DC stuff because they're out of Wave 1 and on to Wave 2 with Superman. Pretty good looking Superman toy. It's only $12.99, it's for the kids, and this is exactly how you get a new audience into superheroes. I like books to appeal to, the more enlightened reader, but sometimes you gotta get kids interested in these characters to keep the pipeline going. It can't just be for us. Now, clearly, they have no Spider-Man No Way Home figures either, because that's an old movie. What I meant to say, a Spider-Man Brand New Day. X-Men 97 is still rocking it out. Again, if this was out when I was a kid, I probably would have had a Wolverine mask, claws, and action figure set. I was a Cyclops kid. I'm a Wolverine adult. So their Star Wars section is pretty much barren like everywhere else. Who cares about Star Wars anymore? If we take a closer look, we can check out Mandalorian Grogu. Hey, you can get a bunch of them. And here, Star Wars Goddess action figure, $27.99. Not a goddess, not worth $27.99, not world class. That Krennic has been on the shelf since the second Bush administration. Hell, Krennic didn't even exist back then, but the toy's really that old. If you've listened to the channel for more than 5 minutes, you know I love Back to the Future. It's my favorite movie, right alongside Star Wars and Beverly Hills Cop. And I gotta get all things DeLorean when I see them. So a remote-controlled DeLorean looks pretty cool. It's USB powered, it's turbo boosted. It can actually, go up to 88 miles per hour. Said no one ever, it's a toy. But it does light up, and it does have that little hook from the first movie. So even though they skimped on the DMC logo, they really did put a lot of effort into this one, and it is pretty damn cool, if I can say so myself. Now, I don't know why this exists. Stadium lights, the chain, bring the bling. Hey, if kids will buy it, cool, more power to them. But this is like a Halloween costume. I didn't think this was an actual toy thing. Now, McFarlane has stopped, he's going to stop making his DC figures soon. And these basketball figures, these sports icons look excellent. I don't know why his DC figures can't look this good. I don't like the Eagles. I don't really follow the Lakers or the Cowboys, but these are good-looking figures. Up close, if you can see them, the face sculpts are pretty lifelike. They got all kinds of stuff going for them. When they make Michael Jordan, I'm going to buy Michael Jordan. I definitely won't buy X-Pac, because it's X-Pac. Now, I saw this set and I thought, why isn't it Pat Patterson, Macho Man Randy Savage, Ultimate Warrior, and let's say Chris Jericho? Those are the best Intercontinental Champions of all time, right? Well, not Ultimate Warrior, but here's Stone Cold. What? Now, this Target has gone through a reset as well. This used to be the NECA collectibles wall. Now it's the trading card games. And, well, there's a reason why they had to put Pokemon on the back wall. We'll get to it in a second while we look at $35 little pink Godzilla figures. All right, screw it. Let's talk about that. This Target and many other stores have had so much theft and so many problems with people trying to buy Pokemon cards in droves that they have to move stuff to the back of the store and limit it. Okay, we'll talk about it in a second again because I'm getting ahead of myself, but look at Batman. Okay, we've looked at Batman. I don't like this one. Let's put it back. They also have the Penguin. And you can't look at the Penguin. The Penguin doesn't have a box with a window. It has a slip over the box, and it's there. There's also Catwoman. Let's check out Catwoman. Michelle Pfeiffer, is she still the best Catwoman? Let me know down in the comments below. I am not too pleased. Her face is exactly how I feel about this figure. Meh. Okay, what do we got here? Welcome to Derry, Ultimate Blood Pennywise, and yep, it is ultimately bloody. And it's pretty cool, but not for me. But back to this Pokemon card stuff. They have a lot of Pokemon cards, but they have a weird return policy, and you're only allowed to buy 2 per guest. And they're strict about this. You got these weird dudes that are going in, buying 2, coming back in. You can't. What is going on with Pokemon cards? It's getting crazy, and I'm going to make a full WCBS video about this and a few other things with scalping, because it's getting crazy. And yeah, I just waved off the Funko Pops. Nobody gives a shit about them, including you. Ooh, the Thing. We also got the San Francisco version of Savage Dragon. Cool. Good for you, Eric Larson. And now look, I don't like Predator 2, but this was an awesome figure. It's bigger than usual. It looks just like the poster. It's got the Art Deco eagle. Oh, it's called the poster series. Well, hell, there you go. Maybe NECA's doing some things right. I'll never tell. So as we pass through and we look at the corn on the TV, because that's exactly how you want to advertise for PlayStation, we start to make our exit from Target. But before we do, one last thing. The WWE shelf. Remember those belts we saw at the other store? Well, they're here. Because, well, I'm not going to buy Triple H. I just wanted to check out Triple H up close and see if they, got the nose right. But if we look at the belts, you can see they're about, well, let's go back. Yes, I know what I filmed. If we look at the belts, they're like $24.99. So that $29.99 discount from Ollie's is not accurate. But it is technically cheaper there. So, honest advertising. Now, this was where the Pokemon section was, and as you can see, too, they have a limit. You can pause it and read it right now. And now that you've unpaused it, we'll continue to move on. But if you think I'm going to rag on people for liking Pokemon, no, it's something far deeper. Speaking of deeper, I went to the deepest depths of hell to find this crappy Walmart, and they had nothing but Mandalorian and Grogu toys. And I didn't realize these were 2 characters. This one's called Buy, and I don't want to buy it. And there's also this one called Clang, which is the sound it makes when you throw all of these in a dumpster. Now, speaking of dumpster babies, we have Grogu. We have lots of Grogu. We have multiple types of Grogu. This store hasn't seen new Mandalorian stuff because, well, nobody cared. So we continue to make our way past the Hot Wheels, past another section of Grogu dolls, away from the employee, around the loop, around the world in 80 days, where we find the Star Wars section, where we have Reva and Luke and all kinds of stuff, because this is not a place that carries Star Wars. And look what they have. This is a $40 set. It's fairly new, and it's being clearanced out at my Walmart for $14.50. It's not a mistake. I bought one myself for $14.50. I have another video that I'm working on, because Jedi Temple Archives is trying to blame the fans for the collecting situation, and I blame Hasbro, I blame retail, I don't blame fellow collectors. But I did pick this up for $14.50 because that's the only way I'll buy shit from the prequels. And again, we'll have a full video on that a little later. But folks, thank you for watching. This was another fun trip through the toy aisles. Like I said at the beginning, we're going to start breaking some of this down. We're not getting rid of Ollie's, we're not getting rid of the discount stuff, but you guys want more of these. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to integrate more mainline stuff, and so we'll treat these as 2 different videos. What's coming out and what's already at Ollie's. That, lined up with what's destined for Ollie's, makes WCBS the epitome of the collecting market. Well, in terms of toy channels, that is, because you can get the entire life cycle, from inception to release to its death at a discount chain. But folks, thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this content, make sure you hit thumbs up. Check out everything we do here on the channel. Talked a little bit about GTA, but that was more of a test to get my new camera set up, because I want to start showing my collection. I want to start featuring what I have here at WCBS headquarters. And trust me, folks, you're going to want to see it too. And if you want to see more from me, the best way you can do that is go over to StealingSolo.com right now and get a copy of the graphic novel Stealing Solo, Stealing Solo 2, The Power of the Farce, or Woke Busters, written and drawn by me, and 100% of that goes right back into the channel. So thank you for watching, folks. I'll be back next time with more. Until then, be smart, be safe, be cool, but always be excellent to each other. Stealing Solo asks the greatest what-if question of all time. What if a group of disgruntled Star Wars fans kidnap Harrison Ford and force him to remake Star Wars in their basement? That, and a whole lot more, is answered in Stealing Solo, a Captain's Parody. Stealing Solo has been called Laugh Out Loud Funny and the greatest Star Wars parody since Spaceballs, and it's available now for a limited time only. Go to StealingSolo.com, which is powered by Shopify, so you get the reward-winning safety and security, and get yourselves a copy today. Once we sell through this limited backstock, I'm going back to the drawing board to bring you the sequel, which parodies Luke Skywalker's fall from grace, and finally the closing chapter, which I can't wait to get to, Frankenfisher, the Bride of Solo. And yes, it's exactly what you think it is. So folks, the only way to get that is go to stealingsolo.com right now, get yourselves a copy, and enjoy the greatest Star Wars parody since Spaceballs.